They called an attack on privacy and Canadian freedoms. Thousands of demonstrators took to the streets in cities across the country to speak out about a proposed piece of legislation. This was the scene at Nathan Phillips Square, called the Defend Our Freedom rally. Participants chanted, drummed, and held signs to speak out against Bill C-51. The bill is Ottawa's response to the terror threat posed by groups like ISIS. While it's designed to protect, demonstrators say the proposed legislation is reckless and even dangerous.
How bent on exploiting fear in this country, generating fear, exploiting fear, and using it as an excuse.
Communities who are disproportionately policed, who are targeted, who are painted with a broad brush of terrorism, they've always rallied together and survived. And that's what's going to continue to happen regardless of whether the Harper government pushes this through.
The government says this bill is necessary to protect Canadians. They say even though the bill is about security, it does not mean that rights and freedoms will be impacted.
We are here to reject fear!
We are here to reject fear!
I'm really worried about democracy. This country is going in a really bad direction. Harper's taking it in a really bad direction. I think the freedom to speak out against the government is probably at jeopardy. Like, even if you're just posting stuff online, you could be targeted. So it's a really terrifying bill.
I think the government is overreaching their authority and their power with this bill. And also it puts in jeopardy people like us who demonstrate, basically in the future, who see what the government is doing and not taking the proper approach to things. And we have a right, as a democracy, to protest it. And we don't need to be put on a watch list if we do. And we don't need to be told what and what we cannot protest either. That's not a democracy.
Civil liberties under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back!
The secrecy of everything, not giving us information, not giving the public information if they don't want to, that's kind of a fear of mine.
Just because you might not feel like you could be taken down by any kind of law such as this one, it's important to show solidarity with people and to just stand up and be counted.
So there's a few terrorists running around the world, but how does that justify having to create a police state here in Canada?
I strongly believe in the notion that those who trade liberty for the illusion of security will have neither. So it's a big deal.